Welcome back to Chef Easy's kitchen. Now today we are making some sausage and sweet potato skillet bowls. Look at how good these look. Come on now. Y'all see them? We got some diced up sweet potatoes, green beans, sweet peppers, and onions. This is a low calorie meal combined with a whole lot of flavor. I'm telling you, you're gonna really love this meal. All right, let's start off with the ingredients. We're gonna use 3 medium sweet potatoes, 1 sweet onion, 2 bell peppers. The jalapenos are optional. And last but not least, the choice of protein. You can use any type of sausage. Alright, so now the ingredients out the way, you want to go ahead and start washing your vegetables. Make sure you take the stickers off and make sure that you get all of the dirt off. We don't want to eat no dirty vegetables. Once everything is washed, we're going to start off with the sweet potatoes. You want to disc them just like you see I'm doing right here. Then when you have all your sweet potatoes sliced into a disc, we're just going to cut them into cubes. Try to keep your cubes as even as you could, your dices as even as possible. Mine's weren't perfect. After all your sweet potatoes is diced, we're just going to go ahead and throw them into a large mixing bowl. We're going to add some seasonings and some oil before we throw it on a sheet pan and get it cooking now. Now that everything is in a bowl, we're gonna have to add a tablespoon of olive oil. Hit it with a half a tablespoon of salt, a half a tablespoon of black pepper, and a tablespoon of ground cumin. This way your hands start to get a little messy. We're going to mix everything up, incorporate those seasonings into every little piece of those sweet potatoes before we throw it on the sheet pan. At this point, everything should be mixed up real nice. You want to go ahead and grab a sheet pan and throw a half a tablespoon of oil just so that the potatoes won't stick while it's cooking. I know y'all seen how I spread this oil now. It's everywhere. There's not a single piece of this pan that does not have no oil. Now once everything is oiled up, you want to throw your sweet potatoes on there and cover every piece of silver on that pan with these sweet potatoes. You want to get the most flavor out of this meal, then you're going to have to cover every bit of this pan so that the potatoes gonna cook real nice. Trust me. Alright, so at this point, your sweet potatoes is ready to be put in the oven. You can preheat your oven to 425. I ain't even do that this time. But you want to bake your sweet potatoes at 425 for 15 minutes. You're going to come back to this, give them a good stir around, and then put them back in for the same amount of time. Now these veggies is ready to get sliced and diced. I cut my jalapenos into half circles. You can cut them into whatever shape you want. Next, I moved on to the bell peppers. I cut mine into dices. I try to make them all even. Again, it really does not matter. But if you don't know how to cut a bell pepper, go ahead and check out Chef Easy's first video. I broke it down real easy for you to understand, and then you can cut a bell pepper without watching the video next time. So moving on from the bell pepper, we go ahead and dice it up like 1 whole sweet onion. And lastly, for the vegetables, just get your pack of frozen green beans, toss it in the microwave for 5 minutes until everything's thawed out. At this point in time, your oven should be screaming at you to come back and check on the sweet potatoes. So you know what to do. Get you a oven mitt. Do not use a rag. Get an oven mitt and stir around your sweet potatoes. You want to get new pieces on there, and you can salt to taste. Stir it around one more time and throw it back into the oven. Set it at 425 for 15 minutes and you'll be done with your sweet potatoes. Now it's time for the protein. Go ahead, get all your sausages out and onto your cutting board. And to optimize the flavor of these sausages, you want to make sure you slice them on a bias. This means basically at a 45-degree angle. It's going to leave more space for it to touch the pan. So once they all sliced up, go ahead and throw them on your pan. Make sure your stove is on high. Once it's in the pan, go ahead and throw you a half a tablespoon of cooking oil onto that pan and get it sizzling. Now once your sausage is done, you want to go ahead and put them on the side because we're getting ready to stir fry the veggies. To start off, we're going to use the green beans. Go ahead and throw them on there. Now once you throw your green beans on the pan, you want to go ahead and add your bell peppers. Now the reason why we adding both of these onto the pan first is because they contain the most water and we want to cook it out. Alright, so right here we added some salt to take out some of the water. It's gonna help it cook faster. Stir it around, get all that water out. You'll see it start to steam just like this, and that is a good sign. Once you cooked out all the water, we're gonna go ahead and add the last two ingredients, which is of course the onions and then the jalapenos. So you want to cook this on a medium high heat and just cook it till your onions are starting to get brown. So once everything is cooked down, you want to go ahead and add the sausages that we cooked earlier and incorporate this into the pan. Keep on stirring it, make sure that you don't burn anything else, and your meal is almost done. So once that's done cooking, you can go ahead, turn your stove off, and grab your sweet potatoes fresh and hot from the oven. Grab your sweet potatoes and evenly distribute them into 5 meal prep containers, just like this. Last but not least, you want to go ahead and throw your greens and your sausages to top off this dish. This is super easy to cook. It's going to be about 45 minutes of your time in the kitchen. That's it. I can guarantee you anybody can cook this, and I promise you, you're going to enjoy. Chef Z don't let y'all down. Signing out.